Look at an elephant. Now try to describe it using only words for parts of other animals. If you have never seen one before, you might call it a beast with a hand where its nose should be. This is not a modern joke. It is exactly how the authors of India's oldest texts described the animal. The linguistic history of the elephant in India reveals a massive shift in how humans related to nature. It shows the moment a wild, terrifying monster became a trained tool of state power. In the Rigveda, the oldest collection of Vedic Sanskrit hymns, the elephant is not a common character. Scholars debate the exact composition dates of these hymns. Most estimates place them between 1500 BCE and 1200 BCE, as noted by linguist Michael Witzel. In these early hymns, the poets do not use a single dedicated word for the elephant. Instead, they use descriptive phrases. They call it mriga hasti, animal with a hand. The word mriga, wild beast, combined with hastin, having a hand, shows unfamiliarity. The poets were looking at a creature they found strange. Linguist Thomas Burrow noted that this descriptive phrasing suggests the early Vedic speakers were still adjusting to the fauna of northern India. To them, the trunk was not a nose, it was an extra limb, a hand grasping at the forest. Tradition holds that elephants have always been central to Indian culture. However, the linguistic evidence shows a transition period. As the centuries passed, the two-word description shrank. The noun mriga dropped away. The adjective hastin became the noun. The elephant became simply hasti, the one with a hand. At the same time, other words appeared. In later texts like the Atharvaveda, we find the word ibha. Scholars like Heinrich Zimmer have linked this word to the classical Greek word elephas, which gave us the English word elephant. This linguistic connection suggests ancient trade and contact. It shows that words for this giant beast traveled along ancient trade routes long before empires were fully formed. Then came a major shift in Indian history. It happened during the first millennium BCE. This was the era of the Mahajanapadas, great kingdoms. During this time, the elephant moved from the wild forest into the royal stable. A new word became dominant, gaja. Unlike hasti, gaja does not mean having a hand. Linguists trace its roots to words meaning to roar or to trump. It is a loud, active word. This is the elephant of the battlefield. The change in language matches the archaeological record. Excavations at sites like Hastinapur and Patliputra show an increase in elephant motifs and stable remains starting around the 6th century BCE. The beast with a hand had become an engine of war. This linguistic journey mirrors the domestication of the subcontinent. We began by naming a strange beast by its most unusual physical trait. We ended by naming it for the terrifying noise it made as it charged into battle. What remains unsettled is how early Vedic speakers first encountered these animals as they moved eastward. If you like this video, subscribe to this channel to get more videos like this.